Hey guys, welcome to Saturday. Welcome to my first Dexa scan. I'm super excited. I don't like to drive and vlog, so I'm not going to be on here long. I just kind of wanted to go over a checklist. First, they told me to wear something super comfortable. I have on a pair of workout leggings, just a big old baggy t-shirt, and a sports bra. They said to wear very comfortable shoes and socks. So I've got my Skechers Go Walks on and a pair of footy socks. And then they said no metal, no jewelry, no nothing like that. That's why my earlobes are missing their typical bling. They said to be fasted, do not, nothing. I can't have coffee, nothing, just water. It says make sure you come to the appointment well hydrated. So I've drank one 12-ounce bottle of water. I have a second one here. I do have a slight headache from not having coffee this morning. I woke up around 6:30, so I've been up about an hour and 20 minutes. It tells you to try to be as relaxed as possible and use the bathroom before you come to the appointment. It wants you to come to the appointment about 10 minutes early. And when I looked it up on the map yesterday, it told me it was an hour and 5 minutes, and now it's telling me an hour and 17. So I'm going to have to really hustle my bustle. Anyway, I'm excited. I have a lot of questions to ask, and hopefully this is just going to be like a new experience for me. I feel like I'm going to learn some things today, and for those of you saying that it's too expensive, I have been talking about this and saving up my YouTube paychecks for this for the last 3 or 4 months. I have been putting money away, and I'm getting 4 tests for $299. That is about $70 a test. So considering the amount of information that this test is going to give me, and I do apologize, my navigation's interrupting, I think that's well worth it. You know, but some people spend their money on cigarettes, some people spend their money on alcohol, some people spend their money on clothing and getting their nails done, and I'm spending mine on a test that's going to give me valuable information about my body and my metabolism, so, and bringing you guys some content. Anyway, I got to get off here because the speed limit is now picking up to 55, and I do not want to be distracted by my phone. So I'll see you at the next segment.
Right now, Melanie?
I've been doing keto for 2.5 years.
Okay.
And I do a lot of walking. I have a heart condition
Okay.
and a pacemaker, and so I can't really do high impact.
Okay.
But in November, I'm going to start doing some resistance training, Pilates, yoga.
Oh, very good.
And I walk 2 miles every day.
Oh, that's great.
Basically, that's what I'm in here for, is because, like, I have people tell me I don't eat enough. I have people tell me I eat too much. I don't know.
Yeah. Data is data. Like, you can use this to see where you need to go.
Yeah. And I kind of wanted to do it before and after, you know, adding the resistance training and seeing. Just interested.
Yeah, very cool.
And I was going to help use some of this information to try to help me get a target.
Right.
Because I don't go by at 130-something pounds, I look sickly.
Okay, so we can look at your body fat percentage and see kind of where you need to be at, so to be healthy.
Yeah.
Figure out a goal body fat, not a weight.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I had a target goal, though, I mean, you know, if I had a goal weight, what would it be? Because I gotta be honest with you, I'm 50, I'm not trying to look like I'm 20.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I am in pretty good shape and in good health for someone who's 50 years old.
Yeah, you need to feel good, too. You feel good.
But, you know, I'm thinking 20 more pounds is pretty much all I want to do. I don't want to lose my shape.
Yeah,
I don't want to
exactly.
lose...
You can hop on up, too. You're all done with that one. And we'll get you on that arm.
And where am I going?
Oh, you can put your shoes back on. And we're going to be in this other room next.
In addition to the 2 tests that I paid $2.99 for, this was a pleasant surprise. I get 12 weigh-ins on this digital 3D weight and body measurement scanner. It only took about a minute to do it, and it scanned my entire body, my arms, my legs, my calves, everything. I can't wait to share that with you. All right, guys, this was the freebie I got, which was a 3D body scan, and it's not pretty, but it is me. It's my body. Pause this if you want to read what this number is about, but I found out that I scored a 41, with 50 being average for women my age, so I'm doing better than most women my age by 9%, and these are just a few of the measurements that they were able to obtain. Guys, it has been a crazy day and my head's gonna explode. I have tons of information and there's no possible way I could go scientific-y, step by step and tell you everything today, because the person administering this test or these tests, the person that was doing these tests, is not the doctor that's gonna read and interpret the results. I won't get the actual technical results until maybe a week from now, but I learned a ton of stuff that directly relates to my weight loss journey, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I learned a non-scale victory today that I cried on my way home. It was just that amazing. I also was pleasantly surprised to find out that I had free stuff when I went in there. Who doesn't like free stuff? Okay, so you might be thinking you paid $299. First off, let me just tell you, Dexa of Orlando, Dexafit, is amazing. Their staff is amazing, incredibly friendly. Their office is beautiful. It's centrally located, very easy to access, lots of parking. And this, like I said, the staff was pretty dynamic. They were very fun to be around. The only thing is I didn't have someone to go with me and film. And because there were parts that I couldn't film and parts that I could, it made it a little tricky. That's why you're not seeing as much footage as you might have. Okay, so let's just talk about first the cost. For $299, I got peace of mind today. For $299, I found out some great health news. For $299, I'm gonna get a full extensive osteoporosis, what my risk factors are, where my bone density is, and that's a test that my insurance will not cover until I hit 60. I get to get a baseline 10 years early. The other thing I found out, anyway, I'm gonna go through all the things I found out, but for $299, I had the metabolism test today, the basal metabolic rate, and I had the Dexa scan today. But what I didn't know is that because I bought this package, I also get 12 free 3-dimensional laser body composition measurements, and of course on their fancy schmancy pants scale, which you saw a picture of just a little bit ago in this video. Okay, so, but it was very awkward and I was in my underwear, so I wasn't gonna videotape that part. That's why I just kind of took pictures. Okay, so first, let me tell you that for the $299, I got those 2 tests, plus I got 12 free weigh-ins, but it's way too far for me to go to do that. I may do that in January though, because in November, we're starting our fitness challenge. So, I have a baseline everything today. I'm gonna make an appointment to go back in a year. And that $299 I paid covers the same test I got today a year from now. So I'm gonna have a more before and after. that, if you think about it, that's 3 tests, right? 2 times. That's 6 tests for $300. I mean, I think it's worth it. Considering I paid over $100 for this, an extra $100, and I have all of this incredible, valuable information. And I can't promise you that it's 100%. I can't promise you that every single solitary thing that I see is 100% accurate, right? But I got so much information today, and I'm going to be getting, like I said, a thorough, detailed report from the doctor. All right, so I want to start with my list because I want to tell you what I learned today, because that's going to be the title of this. I thought that I was going to do all these interviews and I was going to do all of this stuff, and I never did it. All right, what did I learn today? My Euro scale. You guys know I love my Euro scale. My Euro scale, when set to average, my Euro scale has 2 settings, average and athletic. Set to average, it's weighing me a half a pound lighter than both the Dexa scale and our Dexa scale and the laser measurement thing that I stood on. My Euro scale BMI is off by 7% too low. So that's not good, because I don't always lose weight like other people. I lose fat, and that's going to be something else I get to later. Okay, so I can continue because we compared all the numbers. I showed her the screenshot. We compared all the numbers to the numbers of the Dexafit, and my scale is close enough, with the exception of 7% body fat, which that's quite a bit. My Euro scale is close enough to the other numbers, like visceral fat, subcutaneous fat, fat-free body mass. It's close enough that I can continue to use it as a tool to see progress, right? Until my next Dexafit scan, whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, non-scale victory. She was amazed at my lack of organ fat. She actually said most of my fat is just under the skin, which means that by diet, exercise, running a calorie deficit, I will be able to burn that off. I'm going to have to change up some things with my program, but we're going to get to that at the end of this. I'm actually well below what they consider the danger zone for organ fat, very low. I have 81 pounds of total fat on my body, with my skeleton weighing about 106 pounds of fat-free body weight, which means that if I lost 81 pounds, I would be just skin, bones, blood, and muscle tissue. I'd probably lose a lot of muscle tissue losing that much weight. My dogs are down here eating because I'm doing this. Okay, so a target healthy weight for me. You guys know I gave up a weight loss goal, right? Because it really didn't know what was happening. It didn't know what was really be healthy. So according to the doctors, a healthy weight loss goal for me would be between 135 and 140 pounds. And that would give me a 25% BMI. And that's assuming that I don't do any muscle training. Because you guys know that 1 pound of muscle takes up less space than 1 pound of fat. So if I were to really bulk up with muscle, that's going to change my body composition completely. That I have a lot of body muscle. They were impressed for my age that I had that much. So walking is helping. My resting metabolism is stupid low. I'm like well below average women my age. So they basically take 1,000 women that are 50 something years old, my height, my weight, and they do this metabolism test. My metabolism scored really low. So I have permanently damaged my resting metabolic rate, which means that I'm gonna have to make some changes with my macros and my nutrition and bring my calories down. At rest, if I stayed in bed all day long and never got out of bed, I would burn 1,235 calories, where most women my age would burn somewhere between 1,400 and 1,500. So I am really, really, really low. That means I'm gonna have to make some adjustments, but I already said that. Okay, so For me to lose weight, I'm going to have to never consume. She said, never consume less than your basic rate. So I should never consume less than 1,235, but my target should be somewhere between 1,235 and 1,500 calories to lose weight. I just may not be able to lose a pound a week like most people. I may even have to set to where I only run a 100 calorie deficit a day because we don't want setbacks with binge eating or overeating or anything like that, or feeling deprived. All right, I am a 90% fat burner when I'm in rested mode. This was valuable information. Based on the test and the sensors that they put in the little breathing mask, it tests the butyrate, it tests the composition of what you're exhaling, blood sugar, it does all of that. And she said, I am 90% effective at burning fat at rest. That's awesome. You know what that tells me? That tells me that I need to continue fasting. I need to make fasting just part of my life forever. 16, 18, 20, I can switch it up from time to time, not fast, just so that my body doesn't get too used to everything, but 90% fat burner. But because I've been doing keto so long, my blood glucose, my blood pressure, my heart rate, and my pulse were excellent. I'm a pear shape. Because I've been a round shape for so long, you know how they show like all these different body types and they say pick your body type, either you're an apple or you're a pear or you're an hourglass. They said that based on where I'm carrying most of my fat, I'm a pear shape, which means that most of my fat that I need to lose is from the hips down. It's in my butt, it's in my lower tummy, it's in my thighs. But there's some things I can do with strength training to kind of mix that ratio up. Macros and fasting, here's where we're gonna hit this hard. Okay, so we all know that keto, there's people out there that believe that if you're not eating 500,000 grams of fat a day, you're not keto. However, I was on Atkins, the new revolution, back in the 1990s. And before keto was ever a mainstream diet, right? I was very successful. I lost 80 pounds on Atkins. I got down to a weight of 126 pounds, but I was also much younger. I wasn't in menopause, you know, all of those other things contributed. But one of the things that I did on Atkins that's so much different than what I'm doing here on keto is I ate a lot more veg. So I used salads almost every day to supplement my calories so I could have more bulk, more food in my body, less calories, right? Because I was counting calories then too, and now it's probably what damaged my metabolism, but here I am. This is what we're doing right now. All right, so you guys know a gram of protein has about 4 calories, a gram of carbohydrates has about 4 calories, and a gram of fat has 9 calories. Because I've always considered myself keto, Princess Ninja and keto, right? Because I've always considered myself keto, I've always kind of aimed for like this 100 grams of fat thing. Well, at first when I was doing this, I was doing like 120, 140 grams of fat. I thought fat didn't matter. But then I have found out because of my age, because of my slowing metabolism, I don't need as much fat as most people. I need to reduce my fat. The reason is because in order for me to lose weight, I'm going to have to drop my calories to a much lower threshold. I'm going to have to be much smarter and strategic about the amount of food that I eat so that I don't fall back into binge eating and I don't feel like I'm being deprived. So what I did here was I worked out on this spreadsheet. For me, what my macros might look like going forward is 140 grams of protein, 70 grams of fat, 20 total carbs, which would give me a minimum calorie of 1270. That would be a rest day. That would be a day that I didn't go out and do a commitment to fitness. That would be, a day where I didn't move a lot. But I would need to aim for a little higher than that. And on those days where I'm working out, where I'm lifting weights, where I'm doing those things, my macros might look like 160 grams of protein, 75 grams of fat, and 20 total carbohydrates. I'm going to start supplementing my meals with low carb veggies. You're going to start seeing a lot more salads. You're going to start seeing a lot more celery. You're going to start seeing a lot more cabbage. You're going to see Brussels sprouts. I'm going to bring back some veg with every meal so that I can back off the fat and not feel deprived. Because I'm efficient at burning fat at rest, I will be working out fasted. All of my workouts now will be fasted. I will no longer be working out after dinner. I will be eating dinner later, and I will be working out before dinner if the weather provided. But no matter what I decide to do, whether it's in the morning or in the evening, whether something that I can start paying attention to, and maybe getting in like a quick 20-minute power walk before I eat my lunch, you know, that would be a way to boost some fat burning and allow a little bit more wiggle room for some calorie intake. I'm going to keep fasting, of course, 16 to 18 hours. The recommendation for me was to start building muscle. I've got to start working the upper body. For every pound of muscle that I can successfully gain, it'll allow me another 7 to 10 calories a day in calorie burn. But if I can replace a pound of fat with a pound of muscle, it's going to change my body composition. My weight won't change much, but we're going after percentage of fat. This is exactly why I need Dexafit. There are so many of you out there that have these badges. I lost 100 pounds. I lost 200 pounds. I lost 150 pounds. But you don't hear a lot of people say, I took my body fat percentage from 46 BMI to 25. I lost 47 inches off my waistline. I went from a size 24 to a blah, 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 blah. We seem to be focused on weight on the scale, right? That's what a lot of YouTubers, but that's how they get people at their channel. I lost 5,000 pounds in 6 weeks, you know? And I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Congratulations. I am so happy that it's happening like that for you. I'm just not in that club. I will always be a turtle baby. So I'm going to find out my bone density in just a couple weeks. You've seen everything in here, all of the graphs and charts and everything else we've talked about. And that's really all I can tell you today. If you asked me as a friend, Melanie, money's tight, but I really am looking at those Dexa scans, I would tell you, save your money. You're going to love the experience. Dexafit in Orlando is amazing. The staff is amazing. The place was clean. I'm not getting paid to say this. They're not giving me a discount. I got nothing free for doing what I'm doing. I'm just telling you right now that it was a great experience, and I walked away from there feeling like empowered. I feel like I've got direction. I feel like, okay. Now when somebody comes at me and says you need to eat more calories, I can say, nope, don't have the metabolism for it. When someone comes at me and says, well, you shouldn't be doing this, you should be doing this, I can say, no, I shouldn't be doing that. I can actually now say with confidence what's happening, but I'm going to tell you right now, biggest non-scale victory. 3 years ago, before I started keto, I was diagnosed with a fatty liver, metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, probably the beginning stages of sleep apnea. I had bad blood pressure. I had all of these, my blood pressure going up, 2,000 milligrams of metformin, you name it. I was on heart medicines. I was having headaches all the time. I was binge eating. My sugar was crashing and burning. You name it. It was happening to me, and I've been able to reverse that. But finding out that I actually am well below normal, like in a good way, of organ fat, my body's healing from the inside out, baby. So it might not be showing on the scale, but the inside of my body is looking fabulous. I mean, think about it, this guy. Guys, I just had a colonoscopy, my first colonoscopy. Colon looks clear, wonderful, beautiful, no issues. Just had a mammogram. Wonderful, clear, no issues. I don't suffer from headaches anymore. I'm off all medications, getting ready to turn 51 years old. My body fat percentage is a little high, but it's manageable, and we can do this. We can do this. I can do this. But thanks for coming along. Let me know what your experience is with the Dexa. If you are one of my Florida fam, one of my Florida ninjas, I highly recommend Dexafit Orlando. And if you go there, tell them Princess Ninja sent you. I don't get a discount, nothing. It'll make me feel good if I go back in there and they say, oh, one of your subscribers said. Anyway, this is the long video. Thanks for coming along with the ride. I hope you enjoyed the content. Comment below. Let me know what you think. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to do a vlog tomorrow. I'm going to do a meal prep with my new macros. I'll see you tomorrow with another daily vlog. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.